Yo guys, welcome to Ashton Fitness. This transformation video won't be your average transformation video. It's not going to start off with pictures of my skinny self accompanied with sad music until the point in the video where I do my first muscle up and say, "At that moment, I never look back," and then suddenly blast EDM while I do loads of cool tricks. That has been done a million times before. Instead, I want this video to help you guys at home transform your bodies. So as the clips roll on, I'm going to tell you exactly what I did to gain muscle and how I motivated myself to keep training throughout the years. Keep watching the video as I'm going to be giving you tips that I know you'll find really helpful, especially if you're trying to transform from skinny to swole. So let's start from the beginning. This was me when I was 16 years old. My main hobbies at the time were guitar and skateboarding, and although I occasionally did a few push-ups here and there in my room, I was yet to jump on the game train to Swoleville. But as I got older, I started to get more and more interested in girls. So one night after school, I jumped on Instagram and scrolled through a load of celebrities' pages who I knew girls found attractive and tried to spot the things these celebrities had in common. I quickly realized that a lot of these celebrities had muscles, so I decided right there and then that I was going to try and look like them. So yes, my whole fitness journey started because I wanted to look good for girls. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. Anything that motivates you to start working out and change your life for the better is amazing, no matter how trivial it is. So if you've got a motivation that you think is a bit lame or a little bit weird, that's fine. As long as it motivates you, then roll with it. So after about a year in the gym, me and my friend Ibrahim, who's undergone an insane transformation himself by the way, stumbled across the famous HannibalForKing and Barbrothers videos. We were absolutely blown away by the control these guys had over their bodies, and we were determined to achieve the same level of body mastery ourselves. Because social media wasn't so much of a thing back then, I didn't really film any of my workouts in those first 2 years of training. However, you can measure my progress by looking at my guitar playing arm 2 years apart. How did I make this progress? I was going to the gym about 3 to 4 times a week and doing full body workouts. I incorporated push-ups, pull-ups and tricep dips into my workouts, but I was also lifting weights that challenged me. By that, I mean I was lifting weights which I could only do a maximum of 10 reps of. I'd read that in the bodybuilding world, 8 to 10 reps was the size building range, so I stuck to that and did 3 sets of 10 reps for most of my exercises. I also started eating more protein and more carbs. I never followed a crazy diet, I just ate the things that I knew would help me build muscle, like chicken, fish and other sources of protein, and avoided the things I knew wouldn't help me build muscle like junk food, sugary food and alcohol. I ate 3 square meals a day, consisting of things like roast chicken, pasta and vegetables, and I occasionally snacked on fruit and nuts, since nuts are a source of protein and fruits are the healthy equivalent of sweets, or candy if you're from the US. As I got better at pull-ups, push-ups and dips, I started to get more and more addicted to calisthenics. I would practice back levers on the door frames in my university accommodation, and I even made this makeshift bar out of a stack of books and a broomstick in my kitchen. This frog stand to handstand was the first calisthenics skill I ever recorded. I was happy to have achieved it, but everyone has that one calisthenics skill that hooks them, and this wasn't it. This is because I kept replaying the HannibalForKing video in my mind. I was obsessed with it, and I wanted to be like Hannibal. My motivation changed from wanting to attract girls with my muscles to using my muscles to achieve the skills Hannibal was doing in his video. And this change taught me something about the nature of motivation. I learned that motivation is fluid. When we think of motivation, we often think of some unwavering, all-powerful force that dictates whether or not we'll feel pumped to continue the journey to our final goals. But what may motivate you today may change tomorrow. So don't stress out if you realize your original motivation isn't as strong as it used to be. If you find that somewhere down the line something else motivates you more than your original motivation, then don't worry, that's perfectly normal. Take whatever path you need to reach the goal you set out to achieve. So with this goal in mind, you could only imagine how happy I was when I finally unlocked this bad boy. This was a huge moment for me, because I remember thinking, rah! I can't believe I've just done one of the skills from the HannibalForKing video. You can even see by the way I skip away from the bar that I was gassed. At that moment, I realized that if I continued to put in the work like I'd been doing, I had the potential to get really good at calisthenics. With this new confidence, I started trying to learn other skills like these behind the back pull-ups, and I began combining skills with other skills in order to improve my strength. The beauty of calisthenics is that there's always something to work towards, and you feel great when you finally unlock a skill that you've been working for months to get. During this time, my train shifted from just doing the fundamental calisthenic movements, pull-ups, push-ups, and dips, to training specific exercises like tuck planches, muscle-ups, and ice cream makers in order to learn specific calisthenic skills. I also started hitting the gym again for a bit of extra size, and you can see the difference this made in my physique. 2016 marks the point where I started to get really serious about calisthenics and building my dream body. I started eating 4 meals a day instead of 3, working out 5 times a week, and began really pushing myself by including harder variations of exercises in my workouts. Instead of doing normal push-ups, I only did harder variations like diamond push-ups and pseudo planche push-ups. Instead of normal dips, I only did straight bar dips. Rather than just doing normal pull-ups, I also did archer pull-ups and tucked front lever pull-ups. My motivation also changed again. Instead of getting stronger for my own benefit, I wanted to get stronger for the benefit of others. In 2016, I founded the Exeter Calisthenics Society at my university. It was the only free-to-join society at the time, and I used to teach sessions for groups of students who wanted to learn calisthenics. I knew that in order to teach people effectively and safely, I had to be really good at what I was teaching, so this motivated me to make sure that I was continually improving. After seeing how much of a positive impact calisthenics had on other people's lives, I decided to start a YouTube channel so that I could teach even more people about how to progress with calisthenics. This made me increase my training even more. I started eating 5 meals a day, training 6 times a week, doing weighted calisthenics and heavy weightlifting. I started doing a minimum of 4 sets per exercise instead of 3, and I began doing only the hardest variations of the fundamental calisthenic exercises. The result was a huge increase in strength and size, and this is where I'm at today. Improving your overall fitness and physique comes with some amazing benefits. You feel more confident, motivated, happier, energetic, people treat you nicer, others find you more attractive, and it makes you grateful to have a healthy body. If you suffer from depression, it's a really constructive way to take all that anger and frustration out and transform it into something positive that will benefit you. Working out, and especially working out with calisthenics, has not only transformed my life, but it's also transformed the lives of some of my closest friends. Like I said at the beginning, I made this transformation video to show you that you can transform your body too. I know there was a lot of information to absorb in this video, so to recap, I'll quickly summarize the key tips that will help you transform your body. To transform your body, you need to find a motivation. Whether you want to look good for the beach, or if you want to make an ex jealous by getting a sick physique that will make them regret breaking up with you, just find a motivation that will make you want to reach the goal you set out to achieve. Train regularly and consistently. When I first started, I trained about 3 times a week, and then increased the amount of times I was training to 5 times a week as my body got used to exercising. Eat what you know will contribute to muscle growth and avoid things that won't. Eat a lot of protein, eat a moderate amount of carbohydrates, and eat a small amount of fats. Try not to eat sugary food or drink alcohol, as both of these things will slow your progress down. If you're hitting the gym, choose weights that challenge you. If you're doing calisthenics, do exercises that challenge you. This will ensure that your muscles always grow to accommodate the new strain being placed on them, and you'll find that you will always be making progress with your physique. Lastly, be patient. Some of these transformation videos will have you believe that you can completely change your physique in 1 month. You can definitely make noticeable changes in 1 month, but making the transformation you've always dreamed of will take time. Stay patient, enjoy the process, and watch as your body flourishes and thanks you for the hard work you put into forging it. Thank you for watching the video, guys. If you enjoyed it and want to see more videos that will help you progress with your physique and calisthenics, then hit that subscribe button. I would love to know if you guys are in the process of transforming your bodies, so drop me a comment below and let me know how you're getting on. Remember to follow me on Instagram as I post more calisthenics tips and tricks on there. This has been Ashton with Ashton Fitness. Now go transform your body.